I'm Gonzalo, I'm the CEO of Cumplo, and Cumplo is the biggest marketplace lending site in Latin America. We've been in the market for like 5 years. We started with a long time ago with almost no one was talking about crowdfunding industry in Latin America. And what we do actually is we connect directly investors and people who have money to save with small and medium-sized companies that are growing. We have this big marketplace that's over 50,000 users, almost 1,000 SMEs, a little less than 1,000, almost 4,000 investors. Cumplo is like a market where from the one side, if you are a company that's growing and needs some cash to continue growing and you have different collaterals, you come to Cumplo. Once you pass through the risk analysis and regular trade assessment of any, I would say, regular financial institution or traditional financial institutions, till then, Cumplo is like a bank or like a financial institution. But then miracle starts happening. And instead of lending the money back from our own money, what we do is we allow this company to publish his loan in our website, in our marketplace. There you already have two big differences from the traditional banking system or financial system. Is the first one, the rate of the trade, it's defined in the marketplace. Second, the borrower really structures the loan in a way that the flow of his business will be able to pay for the loan. And then you as an investor, you have this broad trade opportunities where you can lend the money. You read the opportunity, you see what are the collaterals, if you like it or not, if the rate it's being set the trade, it's good for you or not, and you decide directly to invest the money in this loan or in this loan and how much money you invest. You can invest from $150 to the whole trade. Business model is simple, it's pretty clean, it's transparent, and the most important thing, it's aligned. So we actually charge a percentage of the amount transacted depending on the time, the length of the trade. Pretty simple, but we also align ourselves to our customers. So for example, from an investor side, most of our revenues come when we collect the loan, not when we put the loan. Normally, average total cost of borrowing money for an average SME that borrows money in Cumplo goes down like 30% in 6 months from the rate they normally borrow in the traditional financial system. And from the other side, a regular investor that diversifies his money through a lot of trades gets like double the return of a similar product from the financial system. If you are an SME, and this is worldwide across the board, your first problem is access to money. Your second problem is structure of this access. And then your third problem is price or rate. The big sophisticated investors here in France or anywhere tend to get opportunities to invest in high return projects. But normally, regular people that have a smaller amount to invest or have the savings of their life don't get a lot of real good investment opportunities and returns over the money through deposits or through mutual funds or ETFs or whatever. It tends to be really, really small. So from both perspectives, we are convinced this is worldwide. If you ask me what are the natural first steps in the near future, you should see Cumplo in some other countries in Latin America. For the rest of this year, we are focusing on Chile, and we are focusing on growing heavily in the technologies, in the investments in the platform. But our scope is global. We were born global, we think global, and we will be global.